Hi, I'm Melissa Shortino. Welcome to the Boss Lady M's video series on leadership and influence. This series is being done for my thesis from my master's program at Northeastern University. And in this video, I want to talk today about leaders and how they affect an organization and specifically organizational culture. So the culture of an organization is like the pulse, the heartbeat of the organization. And what happens 9 times out of 10, if not more, is that the culture of the organization stems from leadership. This can affect companies in so many different ways, but it has a dramatic effect that most people don't really consider or think about. And if you strive to become a stronger leader, I think it's important to think about that aspect of how your leadership style will affect the culture of the organization that you're leading and the people that you're leading. So I have a couple of different examples. If you think about one way to look at it would be when an organization goes through a crisis, how that crisis is handled ultimately usually is indicative of the culture of the organization, which is a result of the leadership style. And that's a really important factor. If you look at a company like the Enron crisis, that was a culture of lies, hiding the truth about what was going on, manipulating, stealing, cheating. And when they hit crisis and everything came out into the open, it was leadership's attempt at hiding it and not being truthful or being transparent about the situation. So the leaders ran the company that way. And then in response to a crisis, they handled it the way leadership ran the company. And it's a very negative, with a very negative outcome. On the other hand, if you look at a company that dealt with a crisis differently, look at a company like Schwan. They have a very different leadership style, which shows a lot more concern for their employees and transparency and openness and honesty. And when they had a crisis situation, they handled it completely differently, whereas and they approached every customer, and they had the advantage of being able to do that slightly more easily because of the style of business that they have with delivering just directly to customers. But they handled that crisis with complete transparency, and the outcome was that they, in the long run, became a stronger company as a result of how they handled the crisis. So I think my point today is just to consider the importance of how a leader feels, how a leader behaves, trickles down through the entire company. And that's why it's important as leaders that we stress being honest and really understand that our personal beliefs and our personal behaviors do affect the business culture through its entirety. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, and I'll see you in the next video.